Hello students, all of you know that government scheme is one of the favorite topics of the question setters. In the previous videos, I already brought before you the prominent West Bengal government's schemes. In this video, I am going to present before you some important and well-known schemes of the Government of India. For a better understanding, I have categorized the schemes under various departments, and today I will discuss a few schemes under the Ministry of Women and Child Development and the Ministry of Education. But before going to start, I am going to introduce myself. Hello friends, you are hooked onto my YouTube channel Evolution A Point of Success. This is your guide and mentor Prosenjit Shikdar. So today's topic is Central Government Schemes Part 2, and today's departments are Ministry of Women and Child Development and the Ministry of Education. So let's start the topic. Under the Ministry of Women and Child Development, the first famous or prominent scheme is ICDS. Do you know what is the full form of ICDS? The full form of ICDS is Integrated Child Development and Services. This scheme was launched on 2nd October 1975. The ICDS scheme is one of the world's largest and unique programs for early childhood care and development. Now, look at the objectives. There are a few objectives of this scheme. Number 1, to prevent and reduce young child undernutrition. Number 2, to lay the foundation for proper psychological, physical, and social development of the child. And number 3, to reduce the incidence of mortality, morbidity, malnutrition, and school dropout. So, I will discuss in detail about this scheme. There are several sub-schemes under the umbrella of ICDS. The sub-schemes are: number 1, Anganwadi services for holistic development of children under the age of 6 years and pregnant and lactating women. Number 2, child protection services to provide safe and secure environment for children in conflict with the law and children in need of care and protection and reduce vulnerabilities. Number 3, National Krishi Services. The objective of National Krishi Services is to provide a safe place for children of working mothers while they are at work, thus empowering them to take up employment. Number 4, Pradhan Mantri Matru Bandhana Yojana, PMMVY, Pradhan Mantri Matru Bandhana Yojana. This is a maternity benefit program under which a cash incentive of rupees 5,000 is provided directly to the bank account of pregnant women and lactating mothers for first living child of the family, subject to fulfilling specific conditions relating to maternal and child health. And the last sub schemes under Integrated Child Development Services is Scheme for Adolescent Girls. The objective of this scheme is to educate and empower adolescent girls in the age group of 11 to 14 years to enable them to become self-reliant and aware citizens. Now, coming to the benefits under ICDS comprise of two types. Number 1, nutrition components. Take home ration or hot cooked meal to beneficiaries. and number 2, non-nutrition component, health checkup and referral services, nutrition and health education, guidance on family welfare, child care practices, life skill education and accessing public services. The next prominent scheme under the Ministry of Women and Child Development is Poshan Abhiyan. The full form or the full name of Poshan is Prime Minister's Overarching Scheme for Holistic Nutrition, Poshan Abhiyan. This scheme was launched in 2017 as per recommendations of the National Nutrition Strategy. The objective of this scheme is to reduce malnutrition in the country by 2022 in a phased manner through a life cycle approach. Now, look at the details of the scheme. The targets under this scheme are to prevent and reduce stunting and underweight children and reduce the prevalence of anemia among children, women and adolescent girls. Number 3, to ensure community mobilization and bolster people's participation. Every year, the month of September is celebrated as Poshan Ma across the country. Point to be remembered and very important point for MCQ type questions also. The month of September is celebrated as Poshan Ma across the country. Next important scheme under the Women and Child Development is Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Very important. This scheme Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao was launched in 2015 in Panipat of Haryana. The objective of this scheme is to prevent or the prevention of gender biased tax selective elimination. Number 2, to ensure survival and protection of the girl child and promoting education of the girl child. This Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme addresses the declining child sex ratio and related issue of women empowerment over a life cycle continuum. The next prominent scheme under the Ministry of Women and Child Development is Sukanya Samriddhi Account Scheme, shortly termed as SSA scheme. Sukanya Samriddhi Account Scheme. This scheme was launched in 2015 as a part of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign. The objective of this scheme is to motivate parents to open an account in the name of a girl child. Number 1. Number 2, to meet the requirement of higher education expense for girls. And number 3, to prevent early marriages of girls. Now, coming to the details, it is a small deposit scheme of the Government of India meant exclusively for a girl child with higher rate of interest than other small saving schemes. Account maturity after 21 years from the date of opening or on marriage of the girl child, whichever is earlier. Now, the next prominent scheme is Sakhi One Stop Centers. Sakhi One Stop Centers. This scheme was launched in the year 2015. The objectives of this scheme is to provide a range of integrated services under one roof, including police facilitation, medical aid, legal aid and counseling, psychosocial counseling and temporary shelter to women affected by violence or in distress. Now look at the details. These are 24 into 7 hour centers for any women in an adverse situation or someone on her behalf who can seek help from one stop center by dialing women's toll-free helpline. This scheme is funded through Nirbhaya Fund. Now I am going to present before you a few more prominent schemes under the Ministry of Education, which was previously known as Ministry of Human Resource and Development. Point to be remembered, Ministry of Education was previously known as Ministry of Human Resource and Human Resource Development. Now the first scheme which I am going to introduce before you is the midday meal scheme or national scheme for PM Poshan in schools. This midday meal scheme was launched in the year 1995. Tenure of PM Poshan scheme, earlier known as midday meal scheme. Now it is known as PM Poshan scheme. Now look at the objectives. The objective of this scheme is to enhance the enrollment, retention and attendance and simultaneously improve nutritional levels among school-going children studying in classes 1 to 8 of government aided schools under the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Under this scheme, cooked midday meal with 450 calories and 12 gram of protein are provided to every children at primary level and 700 calories and 20 gram of protein at upper primary level. It also involves providing nutritional support to children of elementary stage in drought affected area during summer vacation. So this is the first scheme which I discussed under the Ministry of Education, previously known as Ministry of Human Resource Development. The next prominent scheme under this department is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan was launched in 2001. The objective of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan was to universal elementary education access and retention, bridging the gender and social category gaps in education and enhancement of learning levels of children. Beneficiaries are children between the age group 6 to 14 years of age from all backgrounds. This is a flagship program which includes variety of interventions like opening of new schools, construction of toilets, Swachh Bharat or Swachh Vidyalaya campaign, separate toilets for girls and boys in all schools, periodic teacher training and academic resource support, etc. From 2018 to 19, this scheme has been subsumed with Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Important sub-programs under Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan are number 1, Pare Bharat, Bade Bharat. The objective of this scheme, Pare Bharat, Bade Bharat, is to promote early reading in classes 1 and 2 and writing with comprehension skills in children and also basic numeracy skill. Number 2 is Rashtriya Avishkar Abhiyan. The objective of Rashtriya Avishkar Abhiyan is to motivate and engage children of the age group from 6 to 18 years in science, mathematics and technology in line with the objective of Indian Constitution to promote scientific temper and inquiry, promoting the fundamental duty under Article 51A. The next prominent scheme under the Ministry of Education is Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat program. Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat program. This scheme or this program was launched in 2015. The objective of this scheme is to actively enhance interaction between people of diverse cultures living in different states and UTs in India, to promote greater mutual understanding amongst them. Pairing of a state or UT with the another state or UT in India for reciprocal interaction between the people. It is envisaged through this exchange that the knowledge of the language, culture, traditions and practices of different states will lead to an enhanced understanding and bonding between one another, thereby strengthening the unity and integrity of India. The next important scheme is Shreyas. It is shortly termed as Shreyas, but the full form of Shreyas is Scheme for Higher Education Youth in Apprenticeship and Skills. This Shreyas scheme was launched in the year 2019. The objective of the scheme is to enhance the employability of Indian youth by providing on the job work exposure and earning of stipend, to provide industry apprenticeship opportunities to the graduate students through the National Apprenticeship Promotional Scheme. Now coming to the next prominent scheme, that is Nipun Bharat, shortly termed as Nipun Bharat, but the full form or the full name of Nipun Bharat mission is National Initiative for Proficiency in Reading with Understanding and Numeracy. This Nipun Bharat mission was launched in 2021 as a part of the National Education Policy 2020. Now, coming to the objective, ensuring that every child in the country necessarily attains fundamental or foundational literacy and numeracy by the end of grade 3 by 2026 to 27. Activity-based learning and conductive learning environment to improve quality of education. Innovative pedagogies such as toy-based and experiential learning in classroom transaction to make learning a joyful and engaging activity. Intensive capacity building of teachers. Holistic development of the child by focusing on different domains of development which will be reflected in a holistic progress card. Now, next important or prominent scheme under the Ministry of Education is Impacting Research, Innovation and Technology. Impacting Research, Innovation and Technology, shortly termed as Imprint 2.0. Imprint 2. Imprint 2. The objective of this Imprint 2 scheme is to develop a roadmap for research to solve major engineering and technology challenges in 10 technology domains relevant for the country, like healthcare technology, nanotechnology, advanced resources, sustainable habitat, etc. Jointly funded and steered by the Ministry of Education and Department of Science and Technology. The next important or prominent scheme under the Ministry of Education is Digital Infrastructure for Knowledge Sharing Portal. Digital Infrastructure for Knowledge Sharing Portal, shortly termed as Diksha Portal. It is an initiative of National Council for Education Research and Training, well known as NCERT, which serves as national digital infrastructure for teachers to learn and train themselves, for which assessment resources will be available. The next prominent scheme under the Ministry of Education is SWAM, SWAYM, SWAM, which is fully termed as Study Webs of Active Learning for Young Aspiring Minds. Study Webs for Active Learning for Young Aspiring Minds, shortly termed as SWAM. The objective of this scheme is to bridge the digital divide for students who have hitherto or still remained untouched by the digital revolution and have not been able to join the mainstream of the knowledge economy. SWAM is an indigenously developed IT platform that facilitates hosting of all the courses taught in classrooms from 9th class till post graduation, to be accessed by anyone, anywhere, at any time, free of cost. The last scheme under the Department of Ministry, which is one of the prominent schemes, is National Educational Alliance for Technology. National Educational Alliance for Technology, NEAT, NEAT, NEAT. The objective of this scheme is to use artificial intelligence or AI to make learning more personalized and customized as per the requirements of the learner for better learning, and to deliver edutech solution directly to the students, giving them wide choice to select the technological solution that would suit their requirements to improve their overall learning outcomes. So that's all for today. I discussed in this video the schemes under two departments, the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Women and Child Development. With that, this is Prosenjit Sikdar signing out from Evolution, a Point of Success. Till we meet next, keep studying, keep watching, and keep sharing. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Bye. Take care.